Dear diarrhea, diary full of shit. Just play along with myself and I, and no one else. Yo, I'm so legit. Hopefully you can hear. I'm Vin Diesel. It's Diesel time. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm in the sleeper. I got the EPU running. Got the reefer running behind me. Got a load of meat. Said Mrs. Butthead to, well, at the very least, Clee Bear. A meat load. Guido, the Speedo, torpedo. Nuts the size of wrecking balls, slong the size of a falling log, but not for long. 'Cause here comes the prettiest little thing that I ever did see. That bitch done gonna lick him where he pees. Mrs. Butthead. She found her a mighty boy, Mrs. Butthead. She gonna make that big, sexy, strong hunk her toy, Mrs. Butthead. And so on and so forth. Anyway. Anyway. Fuck that gutter rat. I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet, like a little lady out there named KD. She recently did a video with Little Miss Can Eat a Potato Whole sideways. At first I thought it's bullshit, it's just an old video, but I don't think that it is. I watched it in its entirety. She had Cindy Bear there, and she was in her underwear. It was this under her jeans, of course, but I'm sure she probably was sporting a pair of underwear. Pair being, well, I guess in a chick's case it's a pair, you know, bra and panties. Maybe she's not wearing a bra, and she really doesn't need to. Just to kind of smooth out the nipple. You know, somebody's smuggling BBs. But anyway. Well, frozen peas, whatever. But yeah. Maybe it's legit. Maybe she's back. I like that look that she gives. She's kind of looking at her, writing down some shit, and then she looks at her. That's the look she gives her female feminist therapist after she says why she's feeling the way she's feeling. I wish she'd look at me like that. Even though it's a look of discontent, it's still the most beautiful look in the world in my eyes. Now, obviously, I wouldn't want her to be all frowny faced like that, but I would see that as a perfect opportunity to make her happy. So, I'd probably make her a bowl of cereal and bring it over, sit down in front of her. Come here. Come on over here. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'd sit down and I'd start to eat. She'd follow suit, and she'd realize that, you know, maybe sometimes in life you just need to say, fuck it. Ain't nothing a bowl of cereal can't fix. Now, it is food, so it has consequences of, you know, being absorbed by your body, so maybe you got, you know, maybe you don't need that bowl of cereal. Maybe you should have ate something else. Maybe you should have skipped it altogether. In which case, maybe a nice cool glass of lemon water or cucumber water or something, nothing thick, nothing like a fruit smoothie or anything, but not to sound like a fat fuck, I just realized I'm talking about making her happy with putting flavorful substances in her mouth, be it food or beverage. But maybe that's what she needs. I've talked about this before. You know, you slice up some strawberries and bring them over, you know. Just a nice little language of love, you know, like a squirrel bringing his lady squirrel some nuts. Get your mind out the gutter. Or you know, a wolf bringing his lady wolf a dead fox or a rabbit. You know, kind of primal. Or maybe she just needs a hug, depending on the time of day. Actually, it doesn't depend on the time of day, just, you know, a back rub, you know, kind of lean into it, touchy, rubby. Just out of the blue, you know. You want a back rub? Now? Yeah. Bedroom's right over there. Walk through that door, lay on the bed on your tum-tum. I'll give you a back rub. Or whatever. Why you frowny face? You know? So, hopefully she wouldn't be looking at me like that. Or maybe she would, you know, like for advice, you know. Or maybe she's staring off into the distance and I'm like, whoa. What's the matter with you? Is she still my future wife? Well, you know, the game has changed. I have recently found out that SC, you know, has the most glorious ass in the world. God, I had no idea she had just that's it. That's it. So, and she's got the face and the demeanor and stuff. She could be a playful, hot diva vixen. Fuck yeah. And so could Farkles. By the way, Farkles, your face, I've got some of you. Haven't masturbated to them yet, but I will. But don't try and look sexy. I got news for you. You are sexy. So if you're gonna look at the camera seductively, just simply look at the camera. If you try and act sexy, you overdo it. You're already right at your mark. Not gonna lie, you look stoned in that picture. So nobody else would tell you that because they're simps and they're thirsty and whatnot. But a player, baller, stud muffin boy like me, it's like, yeah, you look kind of stupid. You still look sexy, but clearly you're trying to act sexy. You don't need to try to act sexy. You are sexy. Just be yourself. You know, the smiles and stuff like that. I mean, you know how you do. So, I mean, you're not a model, but that's, you know, no fault of your own. You're just in that world. I mean, I'm sure you could be a model. There's a niche, there's a place for you. Just not the, you know, your friend SC. She's got that taller, slender, you know. But I'm sure you could be a model, you know. Well, I know you could. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. It's both. Anyway, the other day at the motel, I'm not gonna get into all that shit. I'm just trying to whatever here. There's a big damn comfortable bed and whatnot, and the sheets are all, you know, tucked in. I untucked them because I don't sleep like that, but I wad them up. But it made me think of you. You took a picture of your dog. You know, in that spot. Like I said, you don't take too many pictures of your man. Not that you would take a picture like in bed, you know, like a selfie, like you two, like, hey, I mean, I guess you could, but like I said, I've only ever seen feet, legs, and a torso and hands. You know, so I don't know if that's a dude that you're dating or serious with, married to, for all I know. But same thing with SC, you know. You chickens got, you know, dudes in your life. Because chicks kind of need that. Guys, not so much. Chicks are different. It's complicated being a chick. It's complex, I guess. Maybe not complicated. Some cases complicated, but at the very least complex. It's the easiest fucking thing in the world to be a dude. So, then I've said that before. I mean, shit, just the simple fact that you don't drop an egg every month. But anyway. And Katie Boo. Yeah, your friend's dumb. You definitely would have won. They don't win. They're not competing. The judges aren't looking at their funny looking crossover, you know, leg over leg model walk. They're models. They're modeling stuff. And the only reason they do that walk and how they do the pose and the whatnot is because that's just sort of model culture, you know. You can't just... And some, you know, depending on what they're modeling, they might just walk up there and walk back. Some, they might do the crossover, you know, where they, you know how they do. They walk fucking crazy. And they might stop and, you know, do the this way, hand on this hip, this way, hand on this hip, and then one more for the people on the left, and then turn, you know, and do the crazy model walk, you know, and just, you know. But yours must be the gay model walk. I saw a truck pass me today. License plate said 1 gay tan. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that that's the real you, Katie Boo. You're alive and well. That makes me so happy because I can start... Honestly, I was going to start masturbating to your pictures again anyway. Either just the face shots or the collages or the themes that I've made. I haven't made any collages of you. I don't think I will. Maybe though. I was going to do that anyway, you know, because it's like, it's just some bitch. But now I can start, you know, thinking about you as I drift off to sleep. Now, SC, I'm still thinking about you too. We've kind of got a situation on our hands here, ladies. So I guess we'll work it out later. So, is OnlyFans still a thing? What was that Ruby De Ross say? Fans only. Yeah, only. Was that what it was, literally? They just switched it? Huh. Anyway, you know, I'm not, you know, trying to suggest anything, but, you know. Fuck. I guess that's all I gotta say. So. Have a good one with Jazz now.